So you want to understand, what does neurodivergence mean versus neurotypical? Great question. Got the answer for you. So neurotypical, neurodivergent thinking. Let's start with neurodivergent. So think of neurodivergent as an umbrella, and under that umbrella lives ADHD, autism, sensory processing disorder, auditory processing disorder, dyslexia, dyscalculia, and several other things. But those are all neurodivergent. It just means that your brain processes information in a different way than someone who is neurotypical. For example, people who are neurodivergent tend to have running monologues that are happening in their head all the time, or they think in pictures, versus someone who's neurotypical, guess what? It's actually quiet in their head. I don't know what that feels like, but I hear that's a thing. But it's quiet. Like, unless they're actively thinking about something or actively doing something, there's not a running monologue happening. They don't tend to think in pictures. And neither one is better than the other. I always like to say when I'm presenting on this topic, if I could put a neurodivergent brain and I could put a neurotypical brain on a scale, they would weigh the same. There isn't, one better than the other. It's just how your brain processes information, how it sees the world. There are things that people who are neurodivergent struggle with, but there are some superpowers that people who are neurotypical don't have that people who are neurodivergent do. So if you're thinking about what is neurotypical, think of it as your standard operating system, and neurodivergent is just more of an operating system that has a little bit more diversity or is different in how it views or sees or experiences the world. So hopefully that helps.